Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our live today. Today we're going to have a Snark Party. So if you're watching the replay, just fast forward to stuff's happening. If you see the name party in my title of my video, it means that it's a giveaway. So I try to do a little giveaway to my subbies the first Wednesday of every month. Hi, Dar. How's the sound? Is the sound okie dokie? So I try to do a giveaway the first Wednesday of the month. So if you see the word party, that means that there's going to be a giveaway. I don't want to put giveaway because I don't want, the trolls coming in. I want to, spend time with people that enjoy watching me and like to hang out. Hi, Keeks. Hi, Carol. Hi, Colleen. Sound is good. Excellent. I remembered to put my mic on. Oh, that was weird. Uh-oh. How is the picture? I see the picture going weird on my YouTube. Hi, Bling Auntie. Hi, Beth. Hi, Laverne. Okay, is the video glitching? I'm just going to put that in chat because I see it kind of speeding up and going weird. If it is, I might have to clear. Okay, maybe it's just my iPad's being weird. Huh, okay. No glitching. All right, I don't know what I'm seeing. Sights and sounds are beautiful. Nice. Hi, Diane Bell. Hi, Christina. So good to see you guys all here. So I'm going to show a few things, and then we're going to make some fun postcards to give away. Okay, Hey, Janet. I'm just turning off my YouTube. I'm going to restart it because mine is acting weird. There's always something, right? So today you're not seeing my face. I think people getting tired of seeing my face. So we're just taking a break from that. I'm going to get it straight to the stuff. Okay. Looks good on TV. Hi, Carla. You have this bookmark. This is a Happy Mail from Beth Schuler. I'm going to show that in a second. First, this is a page I finished that I started a couple weeks ago. We've done some jelly printing, and I had started this page, and I finally finished it. And we had the celebration of life for my mom this past Saturday, and we had it at a golf course, like the restaurant area. And it was all decorated for Christmas, and it was very her, and there was a view out the window of the snow, and it was very beautiful. So I just decided to dedicate this to my mom. It says, "Thank you, Mom, for always making Christmas shine." One of the stories, so my brother, we had a bunch of my mom's writings, and my brother had done the eulogy, and he put together a bunch of her writings. Some were in French, so he translated everything to English. And one of the stories was about her mother. She was the youngest of 5 kids, and her mother had passed away when she was 2. So she didn't really have a mom. When she was about, I want to say like 9 or 10, her dad remarried, and then they had more children. So she had 5 more siblings. So they were a blended family of 10 siblings. So the first 9 years, they didn't really have a Christmas. They didn't have Christmas presents. It was just her dad and his twin, who was her uncle, on the farm, rural Saskatchewan. It was pretty harsh. They didn't have presents. They didn't have sweets. But one morning, she was 9, and she woke up, and there was Christmas oranges, and there was chocolates, and there was nuts to crack, and she just remembered that being a really wonderful Christmas. So I just thought, she always made, sorry, I'm getting choked up here. She always made Christmas really special for us. So, oh, just a minute. Anywho, hi Sherry. I'm having trouble seeing chat now because my eyes are watery. Anyways, so this was actually in my December journal, this page. So there's actually holes to be punched here. So I'm going to punch the holes, but I wanted to take a picture of it because I'll probably print it out to put up a smaller copy every Christmas. But I'm okay now. I'm okay now. It's all good. Anyways, we had a lovely celebration. There's about 63 people. Some of her siblings were there, a lot of her cousins, and we kept it small. It was by invite only, and you know, my brother and my sister and their family, and so lots of grandkids there, and it was very special, very touching. So today we're gonna party like it's 1999. No. So I'm going to put that in this book in a minute. I'm just going to show you some stuff. So this I put on my Instagram. I had found this at the grocery store, this cozy coloring book, and I think this might be the first page I color in it. And this is a Coco Wayo book. And I'd seen Cat and Paste show these books on her channel. So when I saw them at the grocery store, I thought, oh, I have to get them. And then this is A Grinch Stole Christmas, which is one of my favorite little Christmas animations growing up. So this has lots of fun pictures in it. And I thought, my husband said he might try to color with me. So I thought what I'll do to make it less intimidating for him is maybe I'll copy this page, print it out a little bit smaller, and then onto cardstock so that it's one-sided so he can use alcohol markers and not feel like he's wrecking my good book, you know? Hey Beth, we're going to show your Happy Mail right now. So when I was in Japan, Beth Schuler would often send me messages, you know, even before the trip, like, check this out, how's this? She was always commenting on my posts, and I just could feel her excitement. And she sent me some stuff for my Egyptian journal, but she also sent me some Japanese stuff. Hi Jolu, hope I didn't miss anybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. So she sent me some real papyrus, so it's really cool. So that's going to go in my Egyptian journal. And then she sent me a bunch of Asian/Japanese things, some Joss paper. I think this might be more Chinese, I'm not sure. And then some cute stickers. And then she made this little, let me zoom in a little bit here. She made this little Japanese girl in a kimono. Isn't that cute? Excuse me, and I got the hiccups. And then she sent me some coloring pages from a book made in Florida. So she lives in Florida. So those are from a coloring book. She sent me these. Thank you, Beth. There's some more stuff coming. And then an envelope with a napkin. She decorated with a napkin. And then there's some, I don't know what kind of money it is, but it says United States of America. And then a cute napkin, some more Joss paper. And then she really spoiled me, and she sent me this Japanese coloring book, Coloring Japan by Hizen Howell. And it's got some really nice images in there. So I'll look at the cranes. That might be a fun one to color first. Paper is interesting. It's thin, but it doesn't feel like Amazon paper. It feels kind of softer. So I don't know if it's like a Japanese paper, but I might try that one first. Excuse me. Oh, and then it says something here about the different images. Folding 1,000 paper cranes, Senbazuru, is believed to grant a wish or symbolize healing. The crane is considered a sacred animal that lives for 1,000 years, and schools and peace memorials across Japan often display strings of these delicate creations. And that's what I made a couple weeks ago. I used a crane that to make a paper weaving that I'm going to give to my brother for his birthday. Hey, Dee Dee. Hi, Joanne. And then, so it's got different, this is cool, Beth. It's got different facts about Japan. Thank you very much. Little happy cats. Mineko Nico lucky cats. So, ooh, ramen. Maybe I'll get my boys involved in coloring too. Oh, Dar put the link. Thank you, Dar. So, that is so cool. I've been to this 5-story pagoda. This is really cool. The Himeji Castle, I went there. Maybe my husband would like to color that. So I've been to some of these places. How cool is that? So thank you very much, Beth. It was very, very, very sweet of you to send me this. So I really appreciate it very much. And the Dr. Seuss book, Janet, it's quite thick paper. Like this Coco Wyo book, it's a bit thicker than Amazon paper, but this Dr. Seuss coloring book, it's quite thick. It's a pretty good thickness. I just need to grab a tissue for my nose. I ordered these soft body paints from Meeden. Some people use those Aura paints, and I can't really get my hand on them, but these are soft body and they're matte. So I think they're going to be kind of cool to work with. I don't think we're going to be gel printing today. I think we're going to use our prints from last week and the week before to make some masterboards to cut up into postcards. So that's my plan. I just need a tissue. Just a second. I'm just going to grab a tissue. I got a little verklempt earlier talking about my mom. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So for the New Year streamathon, I'm going to be streaming Wednesday at 3 p.m. I'm thinking that I might change my stream time in the new year. I might switch to an hour earlier. So this is my December book. I might have to put bigger rings on it because it's starting to get fluffy. And I don't know, I started this probably in 2021. So this is a project that I did a paint along with Kathy Arbor, and that's used string. I don't know what we used. Is it string to make the beard? Use a gel print, and then you paint his face, and it was really fun, kind of 3D. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through of this book, and then we'll make our masterboards and add some Snark. So I'm just getting my foot. So I've shown this before. So this is just, you know, kind of fun little memories. I used to love watching the Frosty the Snowman. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And then this is like a little gingerbread guy made with a cupcake liner. And then what's in here? A little postcard. I think that was from some Dee Dee fodder that I won a couple years ago. This was 2021. So just some different things. And I made it with scrapbook paper. So this is a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper. So I folded it. So I think it's 12 by, I want to say it's 12 by 9. And I ordered that prompt book that Dee Dee was playing in this morning, Dee Dee Willingham. So it should be arriving today. So this is 8 inches by 11. So I must have cut it down a bit. And then the cover is a placemat from the dollar store, one of those holographic placemats. Okay, where were we? So flippy flappies, just with scrapbook paper. And then this, I think I got the idea from Janet M. Young, but I did a cat nutcracker with alcohol markers. And then I embossed some snowflakes. I used a transparency to just put some stuff on. That's a felt reindeer. And then this was wooden shapes that I used on the gel plate. These were little gnomes that I think someone sent me. I can't remember who sent me those, and I put little buttons on there. And a tag that I made. Don't know if I have a date. Yeah, still 2021. Thanks, Colleen. And then this is, I think Colleen sent me this delicious pickle bag. It just makes me laugh. And then I put a tag in here. Just using up I think that might have been a napkin. And then that flips out, and then there's some more tags here. And I'm pretty sure this was with some, from a giveaway from Dee Dee Willingham, that she sent some stuff, and I made these little cards. Thank you, Dee Dee. Hi, Jackie. This is a card from Beth Schuler with a little cluster. And then this is ready to decorate. Digi Art by Me, 2022. I don't even remember that. And then old scrapbook stickers. And then this was a buddy color that I did with Paint Girly Lori in 2022. So this was my version of it. And this is a card from Anne LeClaire, and I think that was from her as well. I can't recall. Just different things. This was from some wrapping paper that my sister-in-law, when she wrapped some gifts, had some fun. It looked vintagey, so I cut out pieces. And I think that's probably from the dollar store. And that's Lucy in her little Santa outfit. And that was my cat, my Devon Rex cat. So I made a little tag on a paint chip. Some Stampin' Up! Paper. I made like a wire tag thing. This was from I tried to do, what's it called? Citrusol, but not with Citrusol, on a page from National Geographic, and it made it look really distressed. So I thought that looked kind of cool. It's like a reindeer. There's a cupcake, what do you call it? The cupcake paper. And then a foam, like a felt thing from the dollar store with a little picture inside, some little foxes. Just some, just different stamps and stickers and washi tape, and that's a gel print I did 2022. I had done some Christmas cards using these Nutcracker stencil masks from PM Artist Studio. I'm not sure if they were Paula Keene design or Miriam design or a combination of the two. So I made pockets. So some of them I turned into pockets. This I did on live stream using those masks, and this is a Christy Hartman design. It's like an old truck, and I had done this. It's one of my first live streams, I think. All right, so I think this goes here. I don't think there's anything after this. I think the rest is blank. So I can it's just ready to add stuff. So when I get that prompt book, I might try to incorporate it into here. Actually, it looks like it goes here, like that. But I don't see any reason why it can't go here. So I'm going to put it there. And because it's on a ring, I can move it around, and I might have to get a bigger ring. Dee Dee's got like, I think a 2-inch ring on her December daily that she did, but So I won't finish it this year. This will probably be good for another year or two. And then I found my Christmas cards from last year, my Lucy stamped cards where I made stamped clothing for her. So I sent a bunch of these out last year. This year don't think I'm going to be getting Christmas cards done. These are some watercolors I did at my New Year's Eve streamathon last year. This was with regular watercolor technique, just on paper. And oh wait, there's one using, okay, they're both regular. And then I did one on the gel plate, but I did a watercolor technique on the gel plate, but I think it's in my folder, in my gel printing keeper folders. Is it here? Maybe that wasn't last year. I think that was the year, was that the year before? Was that, oh, here it is. This one. So that was actually on the gel plate. It's like a watercolor technique. So maybe I should put that, I'll put that in here too, I think. We'll move it there. And then I'll know where it is. So I'll figure out a spot for it. Maybe we'll put it here since it was from that year. We can make a pocket, or won't do that right now, but anyhow. And then I had these other coloring things that I thought I would do and cut out and put in this book. So yeah, so I should put this in the book too. This is from last year's Christmas. It doesn't have to be chronological, but my brain really likes chronological, so we'll see. So that's my December journal from 2021 onwards. I don't think I worked in it last year very much, so yeah, so we're going to do some Snarky postcards, and I'm going to take two 12 by 12 papers, and I'm going to cut them down. So we'll have 12 cards, and then we'll give away 8. So I'm actually going to do the other side. Janet says, I paint along with the blue cup painting. Oh, you did? That's right. Yeah. I wonder where it is too. So we're going to do 12 cards. We're going to give away 8. We're going to do Masterboard style. So what I did was I spent last night or yesterday, I pre-scanned a bunch of pages from the Festivication book so that I wouldn't feel bad cutting them up, because I'm not like Dee Dee. I don't like to make decisions. Okay, interesting. So I could cut out more, but this is just kind of, I cut out some to start. So these are what I've got to start. So we're gonna just do, I like those laughing ladies. That's one of the reasons I bought that Festivication book. I did a flip through of that book last week, and Dee Dee's done a few flip throughs too. And then those doll heads, laughing ladies, a few dogs, a blue Santa, and then this was actually sent to me by Joanne Newman, but it's from a Collage Soup printable, so we might use those. And so was this, also sent to me by Joanne Newman. So we'll see how the Masterboard looks and then decide what to put on it. And then I also cut out some sweets from the Collage Soup book, some trees and some sweets and just some quirky images. So that's what the focal points are going to be. And then I did find some Snark from Janet. I collected from Janet. I only had some Christmas Snark. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from Janet. So then I asked ChatGPT for some Snark, and then I wrote down some ChatGPT Snark. So I can't really credit whoever wrote that. All right, so let's do some Masterboards. So I've just grabbed a bunch of gel prints from last week and the week before. So some are pink, some are sort of golden, some have red. Remember we had that red and brown combo. So I thought I would do one Masterboard by ripping and one by cutting. And then I got a few green pieces. I'm not sure if the green pieces are gonna go or not, so we might just keep those off for now and just add bits after. And then I have a few more cupcake things and just some papers that we can also add to it. And a bunch of washi tape and different things. All right, where are we at? Hi, Eddie, good to see you. Thanks, Darlink the book. Jackie remembers the cup I did on the gel plate. Yeah, that one turned out really well. I'd like to do that one again. And okay, so let's start. So we're gonna combine pink and red. This one has some purple. So the Masterboard, what's nice is you don't really think. You just kind of slap it down and see how it looks and cut it up. And when you cut it up, it usually looks good. It might look like a hot mess, but I found some twinkle lights when I was unpacking my Christmas stuff, so I threw it up there. Hi, Kimberly. I'm so happy to see you guys, see everybody. Thank you so much for coming. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. Hi, Brooke. If I missed saying hello to you, just feel free to say hi again in uppercase or in caps and like give me a pink wavy hand or something. So let's do... So we're going to rip some and we're going to cut some. So let's rip some. And I don't really know what shapes I want to do. So we're going to rip. So these are some pieces we did last stream. It was double-sided. So I'm just gonna not think too much. Now, if you rip towards you, you don't get that white line as much. So I don't mind a little bit of the white line. Okay. And then I'll just put the cutting ones aside here. We'll work on the rippy one first. I love these polka dots. Just going to rip a bunch and then we'll start gluing. Carla is lurking and cleaning, carrying me around on her phone. I hope I'm not too heavy. Okay. I might save these ones. Don't think I'm ready for that. Here's some more pink. We'll just start with a little bit of pink, maybe. Maybe that we can even like put on top. Do that. So it's been pretty mild here for this time of year, for where I live. It's been very mild. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit from each. Actually, I'm going to cut the edge on this. Hi, Penka. We're making some Snarky postcards to give away. And I mentioned earlier in chat that if you ever see my title for the stream says party, that's code for giveaway. For my peeps in the know, if you see the word party, that means it's a giveaway. Let's do some long strips too, and some short strips. And not sure if I'm feeling that one just yet. These are fun. I think I'll keep this for something else. And I like to have at least 3 of one type, although it doesn't really matter because we're cutting these up. Hey, View. Okay, let's add some more brown. So if you want to see how these gel prints were made, just check out my stream from last week. Most of them are from that. This pink one though is from the one where I made the Christmas tree gel prints. So from 2 weeks ago, I think. So today I noticed that Lucy's her eyelashes are very, they're very white. And I was thinking, were they always white? So I looked back at an old picture of her when we first got her in 2017, and they weren't white. They were black. My little girl's getting old. To sit on a charger. That's interesting. So I'm going to rip towards me. I like how there's different polka dots. And if you're just coming in, we're doing a giveaway. We're going to be making some postcards to give away. We're just doing a couple quick masterboards. So it's easier to do masterboards if you don't overthink it too much. And we might not get that other one done. We might just have 6 cards for a giveaway. I think this is a bit too muddy. Let's do a little bit from just this edge here. And I might have more pieces than I need, but we'll figure it out. Okay, and just throwing these pieces aside. Let's see. I think that's too gold. We could save it for maybe a focal point. That. Well, let's just start gluing down and we'll see where we're at. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to pre-plan it. We're just going to start gluing. So I'm going to move this. These are the ones we're hoping to cut. So let's pull this here. I'm just going to move that over. Now I know I want this together, so let's put that, we are going to pre-plan that one. So let's just start gluing from the edge, and I'm going to use the Eileen's tacky glue, and then I'm going to spread it out with my glue stick. Okay, so I just put it on a fair amount, and then just going to spread it. So I thought often when I do these postcard giveaways is I do the jelly printing from scratch, but I thought I had all these prints that I didn't have a plan for, and I usually end up having to finish the cards later, and I thought, let's see if we can just get them all done. And this is going to drip, but that's okay. So I think I want to intersperse dots and non-dots. All right. So if you missed the beginning, I showed some Happy Mail, and I showed a tribute to my mom, and I shared a little story about her life. Let's do that next. Oh gosh, this is really coming out. I'm going to have to put it I have to put it upright because I'm losing half of my glue. All right, am I on screen enough? I'm sorry you're buffering, Beth. Is anybody else buffering, or I hope it's not my feed. I'm going to, and you could ink the edges before you glue them down so that each edge has its own little, I'm just going to cut that. Each edge has its own inking, but I'm not going to do that. I ain't got time for that. Okay. I think everybody else is okay. Maybe it's your internet today. I sort of hear that. Oh, no, this fell in the glue. Of course it did. Well, thanks for all the little heart things coming up, people. Fibs. So last week after my stream, I told you guys I was going to go to Costco, and I went to Costco and it was like not too crowded. It was pretty good. I think that's my new Costco time is going to be on Wednesdays. Wednesday evening, because it's yeah. I wish I had some music I could play. I need to do a Masterboard. Yes, it's fun. It's a great way to use up your prints, for sure. I'm just wiping my fingers on this. Let's see. Let's just go put that there. So Bling Auntie, do I know you by another name? Because right now we've got the YouTube. Okay, now I have to leave it flat because otherwise it takes forever for the glue to come back down. So I'm going to leave it flat, but maybe what I'll do is I'll put the cap on. That's what we'll do. That's a good compromise. Ooh. So I don't have my Christmas decorations up yet. We have some workers coming to work on the house, like to sort of fix some deficiencies from like the 1-year deficiencies. You know how that goes. I'm gonna just whip this like so. Bring that in a bit so you guys can see it. It's your whole identity. Okay. So I'm looking forward to picking out the focal points and the snark. Maybe what we'll do is we'll cut this down, add our focal points and our snark. And then if we have time, we'll do another set. Because I feel like I don't have time to finish it later. I want to get her done, you know? Let's see, I think pink. Let's do that. Okay. Joanne, I was really happy to hear that your renovation's pretty much done, I believe, right? That's very exciting. And you showed, today Anne showed a little, at the end of her stream, she showed a little bit of a view of what her new space looks like. That's very awesome. And I do have washi tape I can maybe use to fill in some spots. Some of these papers are thin, some are copy paper, some are thicker copy paper. Doesn't really matter. Almost finished, okay. I know you mentioned you had some air conditioning issues, so hopefully that gets fixed or was fixed. I had a dream last night that I was, I couldn't sleep. Oops, some of the paint came off. I had a dream that I couldn't sleep, so that I was lying on the floor looking at my coloring books. And I had a lamp on, and my husband was like, Yolande, turn that off, come to bed. And I told him this morning, he goes, yeah, that's probably not too far from the truth. So any little openings like that, I'm not going to worry. I'll just fill them in with some washi tape. Is everybody doing some arting, some crafting while they're watching? And did everybody have a good Thanksgiving last night or last week? I think we could put some more pink polka dots there. We, in Canada, we have Thanksgiving in October. So we didn't do turkey, but we'll do turkey for Christmas. Usually my sister makes the turkey and I host. We usually have it at my house and she makes the turkey. We do kind of potluck style. We've been doing potluck style for quite a few years. After my dad passed away in 2012, my mom pretty much stopped cooking. So who can blame her, right? So we kind of took it over. But we did potluck and that worked good. I think this glue stick's getting near the end. Okay. So even though this looks haphazard and messy, the nice thing about a Masterboard is that it usually turns out really good, you know? That works good. Oh, I'm warm now. I need to take off my sweatshirt. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't show Lucy at the beginning. I didn't do any face-to-face time. I think what I'll do is, it's a lot of work to move the camera, and I think people get kind of seasick. So I think I'm just gonna, every now and then, do a face-to-face. I don't think anybody will miss it too much. Speaking of face-to-face, I will be getting interviewed on December 10th by PM Artist Studio on their channel. I think it's at 11 Eastern. Jackie says, Thanksgiving was delightful. Awesome. And Bling Auntie is working. Colleen is cleaning up. Keeks is just working, LOL. And Keeks, how's your apprenticeship going? Must be really enjoying that still, hey? Put this one across like that. So after I stream, I'm going to take Lucy for her walk before I go to Costco. Normally I wouldn't put that lid on that glue, but I don't appreciate it dripping all down. Keek says, it's going really well. You have a tattoo scheduled for yourself to do on Monday. Awesome. But not on yourself, right? Power went out. Ooh, took down solar panels, battery inverter, runs the house, fried. Ooh, that's not fun. Okay, I think, what do we need here? Do that again. So I'm trying to stagger the different prints. We can still add, if we run out, we can rip up different ones or rip up the same ones. See, I didn't put the lid on. You're going to Costco right now or later? I did enjoy going last week, so let's put that here. Don't know. I think that's pretty good like that. Oh, your husband's getting a guppy with a hat. Cool. And you don't have to use gel printed papers for this. You can use painty papers. You make a different way. You can use scrapbook papers. You can use book pages. But you know what? My desk was so full of papers. I thought, I'm just going to use what I made last week. Use it up. Okay. Let's do that there. Sure. In 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah. I'm really lucky, like since we moved to town, Costco is like, it's not very far from my house. Like it's about like a 7-minute drive, maybe a 10-minute drive. And it was definitely less busy last week during the evening, so fingers crossed it will be the same. Okay. I'm hoping these focal points will work, but you know what? We'll make it work, right? And then we do the giveaway. What I usually do is I'll pick a few we'll do numbers, and then I'll pick like 2 or 3 winners from one number draw, and then I'll let you pick which card you want. So I think we got a pretty good amount here. I'm just going to have to grab out washi tape to fill up the spaces. Definitely want more of this pink one. It's really fun. Let's do that. So Penka says they have a new Costco a few minutes away, and you love to go on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Do you find it's less busy in the evening? Because that was the first time I'd been in the evening in like a very long time. For some reason, I don't color that often, but I've been buying a lot of coloring books. I think I've got a bit of a problem. I can actually put, I'm going to put this one here actually. Next week we'll try out those new meat and soft body paints. See how they work on the gel plate. So I think I did a pretty good job. We've almost used up all the papers. That was a pretty good estimate, I'd say. And then I'll have to decide which orientation to cut this at. Okay, a little bit here. Don't want that because we just had that there. Let's do this one. All right, anyone else watching Stranger Things? We just finished the part 1, 4 episodes last night. It's kind of fun. I enjoyed it. Raoul from Raoul Reynolds Draws. He's hosting the New Year's Eve Streamathon, and he's been doing a lot of sort of AI shorts. So I'm sure he would appreciate it if we checked out his shorts, you know. Well, not his shorts, you know. His short creations, not his shorts. Okay, I'm going to grab out the washi tape just to see if we want to use washi tape or if we want to use something else, like these extra little bits. Oopsie. I started trimming the extra off, but I went a bit too far. That's okay. All right, let me grab some washi tape here. Let's see. So remember, we're doing snarky, people. We're not doing, you know, cute. We're gonna have some cute images, but we're gonna intersperse it with some snarkiness. Remember, washi tape, you have to glue it down because it's, should we add a bit of green? Ooh, here's a truck. This would be fun. Add a Christmas truck. That's kind of fun. Okay, I'm gonna glue it though. Where's my scissors? Always love a good Christmas truck. Sorry, off screen there. All right, I'm just gonna use a glue stick for this. And I think I need to open up a new glue stick. This glue stick is getting at the end. Hi, Bruja, good to see you. Long time no see. I hope you've been keeping well. Let's just rip this edge here. Stay with the ripped theme. There we go. And here's a gingerbread. That kind of goes good. This is a gingerbread washi tape. The other one was a truck. Once I cut the postcards, I'll show you up close. Let's do that. Let's go. Let's pre-rip it. Rip it here. I'll rip it there. Rip it everywhere. And I don't really know which way is up yet because I haven't cut it, but so we're just gonna not worry about it. Something here, there. Let's see, on the edge here we could put, this would work. My favorite part of doing a masterboard is when you cut it and you go, wow, huh, that's really cool. That looks really neat. Fingers crossed. Very festive. Thank you, Beth. Okay, let's see. What else do I have in here? I don't think I want to put green on this just yet. Oh, here's some more washi tape here. I'm going to add some stickles also. This is fun. Let's do this one. Okay, we're almost ready to cut. There's Rule. You're officially a big fan of Harry Potter, Stranger Things, and welcome to Derby, Pennywise. Oh, welcome to Derry, Pennywise? Been lurking, bit of a stomach bug. Oh, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that. Okay, and right here, we need something kind of fatter. I don't really have a fat washi tape. Oh, this one's a bit fatter. This was, so if it's on a little thing like this, it means someone sent it to me. So thank you, whoever that someone is who sent me this washi tape. You got to use your washi tape before it gets all crusty, sticky. So last week when I did the color cube and we got the colors red and brown, I was like, ooh, I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but this is something we can do. I don't really want to go in an angle. I want to keep it. I'm going to go straight and then we'll fill it out. We can figure it out. Okay, so I'm going to just close the glue, get my trimmer, and then we're going to cut it together, work on these first 6 cards, and then if we have time, we'll do another 12 by 12. Okay, so it's a little warpy, but that's okay. What I'll do is I will put it under a book. I'll put the postcards under a book before I mail them. Got a lot of glue on my fingers. And then we're going to add our focal points, our snark, and maybe some extra embellishments, some stickles. Okay, so option 1 is we cut it in half this way and then we cut it 4 and 4. Option 2 is we cut it in half this way and we cut it 4 and 4. I feel like this is the way I want to do it. I think I want, and some of the postcards might end up being horizontal, some might end up being vertical. Now the problem is my edge, I can't, I don't really have a straight edge. I'm just going to have to kind of eyeball it and hope it's straight. Let's see if this side is 6. Scooch it a bit. Okay, maybe what I'll do is I'll just make sure one side is really straight, and then I can use that to make sure to push it against the edge. Okay, that's pretty straight. Okay, let's put it along the bottom. And let's just go for it. Oh, my blade fell out. I still have to order new blades. Okay. And then we do 4 inches. So these are 6x4 postcards. So I really look forward to my Wednesdays hanging out with you guys. I mentioned earlier, I might, in the new year, I might start streaming an hour earlier. Okay, so we got our first 6x4. So we'll look at these, and we'll pick out our focal points. And then we'll add our snark and some embellishments. Okay, let's move that out of the way. So some of these could be either horizontal or vertical. Some definitely I see as horizontal. So let's do that. I'm going to zoom you guys in. See if that's too zoomed. Have a little bit of a drink. Okay, let's grab out our ephemera. Okay, so I think you guys can see those. Can you guys see those okay? They're a little bit wet still, but okay. So let's see, I'm just gonna see what, so the ephemera is mostly from Collage Soup, mostly Festivication. Some might be from some other Collage Soup. But let's start with these 4. I also, we punched out these one time when we did the Christmas tree. We could use those as well. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so I definitely want to have some of these laughing ladies. They crack me up. Now, don't, you know, the thing when you do a masterboard is you can't be afraid to cover stuff up. No area is precious. That looks kind of good. It covers this one, but that's okay. That's good. I like that. Let's see. And some of these we might have, you know, more than one thing on it. I don't think this blue Santa man goes anywhere. He's too blue. Blue da da dee dee da dee da dee da dee dee dee. It's too big, I think. But this one's good. This is a good size. Then we can turn it over. Something about Screaming Ladies just tickles my fancy. Ooh, the orange kind of goes good with this one. Or we could have her peeking behind this little house. Oh, I forgot about the doll heads. We could do one with like 3 doll heads on it. Or maybe we put the doll heads on top of cupcakes. Ooh, that's fun. Let's see, do I have another dessert? A short dessert. I need a short dessert. No. Unless we do it. Unless we don't do the dog. Maybe we do this. Maybe that's, we don't have enough room for Snark there. Oh, there's this one. I'm gonna cut this. Remember, we still have, hopefully, another set coming, depending how quickly I can get these together. This guy doesn't look very pleased. I like him. I like this one too. Ooh, we could do this one like that. Put her like behind it, like she's eating this dessert. Or does she get lost? I kind of like that. And then we can outline it in black too, right? We've got to leave room for the Snark. Okay. Let's see. We got 2 ladies there. I'm not sure. What we can do is let's find the Snark. And like we could draw little arms and little legs on her. Okay, what do you guys think? That round cottage looks like Hagrid cottage. You are in Harry Potter mode, aren't you? Ooh, this one's better. She's got a big old bow on her head. Okay. All right, so let's, well, this one might be good if we do something about a drink. Okay, should I zoom out a bit or are we okay? I think we're okay. All right, so I'm gonna look at my Snark. Okay, this one is from Janet. I think it's a bit long, but I think we have room for it here. So I just rewrote these by hand. This one says, so I just wrote them by hand. They're not like typed out or anything. They're handmade. Kiss you under the mistletoe. I wouldn't kiss you under anesthetic. I think that's perfect. Okay. This one should be something about ooh, here we go. Haha. So this is a one from ChatGPT, so I don't know the original source. All right, this one says, the tree isn't the only thing getting lit this year. Okay. Of course, I have to make it straight. We have to ink the edges. This one, let's see. Ooh, perfect. Holiday calories don't count. Don't fact check me. I think I have to zoom out just a smidge. So I have to cut that down a bit more. Am I the only one finding this fun? I hope I'm not. Hey, Nancy Handy Scandy. So this one's going to be holiday calories don't count. Don't fact check me. All right. Ooh, I like this one. Dear Santa, I can explain, but it'll take a while. So something like that. Okay, so we need 2 more snarks. Might see if we have, maybe we'll try to fit 2 dolls on this one on the edge. Okay. Ooh, I've got the one for the dog. All I want for Christmas is a silent night. Do I need more Snark? No, I got Snark Janet. I've got some Janet Snark here. Ooh, we got to do this one. We're going to do this one. Would you like me to show you what to do with the stuffing? And then I've got ChatGPT Snark. So I think I'm okay. But this dog looks grumpy, so I want to put, all I want for Christmas is a silent night. All right. So this one here, this is from Janet Snark. Would you like me to show you what to do with the stuffing? But I almost feel like it needs a different focal point. Let me just see. We could keep her and put like little legs and arms. I think though. It almost looks like a little skirt. Okay, so we're going to draw her like a little outfit. The stuffing one coming from the view of the turkey. Yes. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's glue some down. And how are we doing for time? I don't know if I'll have time to do another set, but what I can do is we'll give these away, and then I can maybe work on the other ones and give a few more away next week. So let us, okay, so I'm going to number them. We'll start the giveaway now, and then I'll keep working and finish them. And we could even round the corners. I think that might look nice for a change. So we're going to start the giveaway. So we're going to do 2 different draws. We're going to you guys are all going to just put in 1 set of numbers. And then what I'll do is I will pick 1 number, and we'll give those 2 people can choose. We'll pick a second number, and then the winners, those 2 can choose. Then I'll pick a third number, and the winner of those can choose. But you're only going to put in 1 number. So after I type go, you're going to enter 1 number between 1 and 100. Do not erase any numbers. No numbers after I type stop will count. Please be in all chat, and the mods will double check the numbers. Random number generator, first number, well, it's going to be the first 2 numbers closest to the number I pick without going over. So it's going to be the first 2 closest. They'll pick another number, but you guys are going to just have 1 set of numbers. All right, so I'm going to make sure that you're okay to give me your address. You can either email it to me or send it to me on Facebook or Instagram. Depending who wins, we'll figure that out. So put in your numbers. And I'm going to keep working on these. So I'm going to start with this one. So I got to make this flat. I'm going to just kind of heat gun it a bit. Just to dry it, make it a bit flatter. Okay, and then we're gonna, and then we're gonna number the postcards. So when you have whoever wins, you can pick by number, and I'll write down your name. Okay, so this is going to be, oh, I better not use a heat just disappearing one. I always overestimate how quickly I can get these done. So I think we're only going to be able to do 6 giveaways today. So that's going to be card 1, that's card 2, that's card 3, that's card 4, that's card 5, that's card 6. So I'm going to glue this down. And then I hope to get them mailed out on the weekend. So I'm just going to let you guys put your numbers in. And then once I've got this one glued down, I'll pick a number. We'll pick a winner. Hi, April, welcome. And some of you already have your addresses, but if I don't have your address, we will figure out a way to work it out. So all of these images are actually from that Collage Soup Festivication book. I didn't use any of the extra ones that I had. So instead of inking the edges of the words, I'm just going to draw around them, I think. Okay. Okay, I'm missing a word. Oh, is it holiday calories don't count? That's what it is. Count. Don't fact check me. I always struggle with, do I try to make things straight? Do I make them wonky? What do you guys like to do? So I think I'm going to do that way. And I'm using the Alliance Tacky and then the glue stick to smush it. So I'm not doing Christmas cards this year, so this is going to be the extent of my Christmas cards. All right, as soon as I've got this glued down on this card, we're going to pick our first number. Almost there, stay on target. I'm glad I decided to just get this first 6 done instead of trying to do 2 masterboards. And then this will do, I think, like that. Okay, almost there. I think everyone's got their numbers in. Depends on your mood. Something like this usually wonky. Yeah. Jackie says, wonky. I couldn't make it straight if I tried. Okay. All right. So I just go wipe my fingers. Then we'll do our random.org. Remember, this is for, excuse me. Okay. All right. Let's do, slide over. Whoops. Uh-oh. I lost my YouTube. Let's try that again. Okay, so I think I'm going to put in stop. I'm pretty sure everybody already finished their numbers. Okay, all right, so the first two winners are the ones closest to without going over 98. Oh my gosh, I think we have to pick a new number. 98. Oh, everybody, Brooke. Did you put a number in, Brooke? So I'm in Canada. So anywhere. Brooke, yes, you did put a number. Good. Okay. Anybody under, oh no, that's not true. Closest to 98 without going over. Gosh, my brain. Okay, so we have 80. Christina 331 has 80. And I think Laverne has 76. I think those are our two closest to 98. Right? So I think it's Christina and Laverne. And I think, Christina, you're closest. So Christina, can you pick which card you'd like? And I'll write your name on it. And then Laverne, you can pick which one you want. Not Laverne? Who? Oh, Brua, sorry. Okay. Thank you, Janet. You want number 4? You want this one? Okay. Now I find this isn't very sticky, so I might put a smidge of Scotch tape, and hopefully it won't wreck just lightly Scotch tape that. Sorry about that. So Bruja, you pick the next one. And Christina, I know I have your number. So I have your address, I mean. So Bruja, I don't think I have yours. So I'll put my email in. And you can email me your address. And please pick which card you would like, and then we'll pick the next number. I'll just check it. Bruja would like number 1. Okay. Bruja, excellent. And I'm going to just tape that underneath that card. Where's my tape? All right, so we're going to pick the next number. All right. Oops, it's backwards. Bruja gets number 1, this one, right? Okay, I got your name on there. The only thing, okay, I'm missing something. Okay, I'm thinking that this year, The tree isn't the only, okay, gosh. This year, okay. Whew, okay, next number. Next two closest to 54. Next two closest to 54 without going over. Carol has 50 and Diane has 53. Mods, please confirm. Carol and Diane, my two Canadian friends. And I believe I have both of your addresses. So I think Diane was closer, right? Diane, can you pick which card you would like? Okay, I don't often round corners, but I feel if I can find my corner rounder, I feel like rounding these corners. All right. So we're going to round the corners. We're going to ink the edges. I feel like adding stickles as well. Now, do we want to ink the edges in gold or black? I don't think gold's going to show. Do we want to do brown? Maybe brown. All right, pick which one you'd like, and then I can do the last two giveaway. Just looking for some brown ink. I think this one. Yeah, we'll do that one. Carol wants that one. Diane, did you pick a card yet? 6. So this is Diane, Belle, and this is Carol. Okay, all right. Okay, we'll do the last two numbers and then we'll finish up these cards. Last two closest to 9 without going over. I like that the numbers were spread out. That makes me happy. I feel like everybody got like a fair shake at the giveaway. All right, closest to 9 without going over. Hopefully we have 2 people under 9. I think we do. And Lair and Colleen had 1. Beth had 3. Sherry had 8. Jackie had 7. All right, I think it's Sherry and Jackie. Is that right? Sherry and Jackie? Yes, Dar said yes. Hi, Cat and Paste. We're doing Snarky cards. All right, so Sherry, you're closest. You get to pick either number 5 or number 3. And remember, I'm gonna outline this and I'm gonna draw like a little stick body and little legs. Okay, so I can't tell you what it's gonna look like yet. It might be a little interesting, but all right, so Sherry, you pick first, and then Jackie, and I believe I have both your addresses, unless you have moved. Okay, let's do some inking. Sherry wants this one. And Sherry, you are in Canada as well, are you not? I believe you are. So that means that Jackie, you're getting the one with the cupcake body and the arms to be drawn. We can maybe do that one next, and then if you don't like it, you can tell me and I can make a different one for you. Okay, I'm gonna put that on There. All right, so I've got everybody's name on the back. So let's just keep hanging out. So you're in the same place. Okay. All right, let's see how the brown does. And then we might even outline the focal point. And then I'll stick these under some books to make them a bit flatter. They're a little bit wonky right now. Okay, and then I think we'll use a black Pitt pen or something similar. The Staedtler, which one's this one? Small. We'll just go around the words here. Might be a little wonky. So if you didn't win, let me know which card you like. I'm just curious. I don't have any special giveaway surprise or anything, but I'm just wondering I'm just curious which card is the most popular. Popular. Wanna be popular. So the movie Wicked, let's discuss. I finally saw it. I didn't see the new one yet. I wasn't a huge fan. I didn't really, there's like one, I didn't like the whole popular aspect of it. I don't know. Oh, this is getting wonkier here. I'm just trying to make this. Because I didn't use matte medium, the paper is soaking up this pen, and I'm trying to make it even. Janet, don't judge me. Okay, and then I feel like we need a bit of an outline. What if we use a gray Pitt pen? Joanne liked number 6. Kiss you on the mistletoe. I wouldn't kiss you under anesthetic. Thank you to Janet for being our Snark aficionado, our Snarky inspiration in general. Okay, I'm trying, this is just a gray Pitt pen, cold gray. I'm just seeing if it gives us enough contrast. It might not. I don't think it does. Let's see. It's not bad. Just the different papers have different absorbency. So some of the metallics don't absorb the pen as much as like the areas that are white, like that's on copy paper. That's just white. And then where it's metallic here, we're not getting very dark. I might just go back and do where the metallic is with the darker Pitt pen. I'm gonna add a little bit more, like a shadow under the words here. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit, maybe I'll use this Staedtler one where there's no, where it's metallic, just to give it a bit more oomph. Okay, I think that's better. So I'm not doing it where there's copy paper, I'm just doing it where there's metallic. This is permanent, so it shouldn't smudge. And it's easy to trace the outline because it's just glued on, so there's a little edge there. Okay. Cat and Paste says, don't know about the movie, but I didn't like the coloring book. Royal hopes Ariana wins Best Supporting Oscar. I don't know. Yeah, the outline really helps. I almost feel like I did brown around the edges. I feel like I want to do black. Let's see, let's do black. I'm just going to do just like so. I just think that brings it all together. Okay, so they're all going to be finished similarly. So we have a bit of time. Let's work on this one that we're going to be adding the little body to, because I don't know how that's going to turn out. So this card's going to Christina 331. This one we're going to do next here. All right, so let's work on the figure first. So she needs to be, this is going to be her skirt. And then we'll put her little legs there. Okay, so let's glue her down. Dan says one of her favorite snarks is, I'll mind my pit bull if you mind your kids. Oh, gosh. That's, yeah, that's snarky. Yeah, people need to make sure their children treat dogs with respect and ask the owners, you know, how the dog is before trying to pet it. Hi, Linda. Oh, you missed the giveaway. Sorry. Okay, so I hadn't put this washi here to be a skirt, but it's just kind of like with Masterboards, it's just serendipity, right? And I'm going to put her head a little bit on an angle. So next week we'll try out those new meet-in paints on the gel plate. They were on Boxing Day special, so that's why I decided to get them. Okay, so here we go. I'm not going to go in pencil, I'm just going to go straight in. Just going to go straight, oh, not that one. Straight in with the small. Okay, so her arms are going to come out like this. And her skirt, this is her skirt. And then I think I'll put her, this is kind of like, I think I'll put her legs like this, kind of like on an angle with some high heel shoes. Okay, and that's going to be her arm. We're going to put her hand. This is wacky. So she's kind of got her hands going backwards. She's not a pear shape, she's a cupcake shape. And then I think I'll use a white Posca pen to fill in her arms. So this way, Jackie, you know what you're getting. Let's put a stem on the top of this. Right, I think this is your card, right, Jackie? All right, let's get a Posca paint marker. She's got attitude. You know it. Got a new attitude. I like her legs being gold. It's almost like she has gold tights. So I'm going to put the white Posca to block out the gold instead of on her legs. I think I need a little bit more of another marker. That one looks a little scratchy. Let's use our off-white grabby marker, which is number 640. Is that this one? 643. Let's use this one here. Just it's a bit too white. We want to match the cream filling, right? The cupcake. That's better. Okay. Would you like me to show you what to do with the stuffing? Now I don't want to cover her, so I'm going to cut that. There we go. So the doll head and the little cupcake are from the Collage Soup Festivication book, which is under a pile. And then this is a piece of washi tape, right? So were we planning when we put the washi tape? Was I thinking, this is going to make a nice skirt for a Snarky cupcake? No, I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't thinking that at all. All right. So let's get this one done, and then we'll you like me, and then I'll stick them under books before I mail them. So I think, Bruaz, is it just, are you the only one I need an address from? I can't remember. Isn't it fun that we get to play like we're kids again? It's just like, I've had so much fun doing mixed media, right? Like it's just, it doesn't have to be serious. Like it can be serious sometimes, right? But it doesn't have to be serious. Sometimes you just want to have fun. Oh, girls just want to have fun. That's all they really want. Just when the working day is done, oh girls just wanna have fun. Hello, Fran. I want to say Marie France. Is that correct? Don't know if that's correct. If you missed the beginning, I did show some Happy Mail from Beth Schuler, and I showed some coloring books I got, And I showed, I'm just gonna dry that, see if I can get it a bit flatter. I showed the Christmas tree that I did with the square patchwork from a jelly printing session about 2 weeks ago that I dedicated to my mom. And don't know, what else did I share? And this is the symbol for scissors or corner rounder. Okay, and let's ink those edges, and then we just have to outline the words. That did not go, didn't have it flush. Gotta love Cyndi Lauper, you betcha. So this is fun with the Masterboard. Okay, and then we're just gonna go around this one. I find it easier to go like under, so I'm just going to do the tops first. It's really kind of a fun vintagey Christmas color combo that we picked at random last week. The red and the brown. And these are all done using stencils from PM Artist Studio. If you want to know what the stencils were, just check out the live stream from last week. That got a little bit smudgy. Oh, there we go, it came off. Okay, and then we can use this more like a shadow to just put under the words. Great distraction. Yeah. Oh, you're very sweet, Joanne. I sent you some Happy Mail. I don't know if you got it. Okay, so just a review. So this is holiday calories don't count. Don't fact check me. And then this one, would you like me to show you what to do with the stuffing? That one's going to Jackie. This one's going to Christina331. This one is going to be Kiss You Under the Mistletoe. I wouldn't kiss you under anesthetic. That's a, I think that's a Janet Snark. That's going to Diane Bell. This one says, Dear Santa, I can explain, but it will take a while. And that is going to, oh, I wrote it backwards. Sherry H. Could you guys see that one? I don't know. Was I holding it up right? I love these laughing ladies. They crack me up. And then this one here is going to Carol M. It's not a husky dog, but it's a grumpy dog. And I'm going to embellish these a bit more, just like I did with that page, with the ornaments I did on my mom's tribute page. I'm going to add like some details to those little ornaments. It says, All I Want for Christmas is a Silent Night. That's going to Carol McDonald, I believe. And so this, like you can, like these were fussy cut. So I fussy cut these. But this, because he had fur, I did fussy tearing. I forgot to mention that. So I fussy teared around his fur, and then I fussy cut around his hat. So you don't always have to fussy cut. Like these, I didn't want to fussy cut around all of these snowflakes. So I just did some fussy tearing. The tree isn't the only thing getting lit this year. I think that's a perfect little drink for her. And it says, and that's going to Bruja. All right, so should we end? Yeah, I think we're not really ending early, but this was a lot of fun. I don't know. Usually I try to upload a new screen thumbnail right away. I think what I'll do this time is I'll finish them all before I do my thumbnail. Thanks, guys. That one, oh, this one reminds you of I Love Lucy. Lucy, you got lots planning to do. All right, so I'm going to round the edges, ink the edges, just go around the, just simple, just, you know, simple, easy peasy. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Colleen. Thanks, everybody, for coming. I need to take Lulu for her little toodle before I go to that Costco Crapco place. But I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. And I guess we'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye. I always have to take it out of the holder. Okay, bye.